Page 8, Distant Chimes. 4/4 time, no sharps or flats in the key signatures. Lots of quarter notes. I'm going to take both hands together here, so see what we got. Now you're moving around quite a bit, so you're starting here and here. And then eighth notes, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and. You do that again, sort of. Second line, you're here. Just use 5 and 1 on these hands. Okay. And you're here again. Here, now come down. Just take these notes really slow and easy. Work them out here. You're playing the same here, and then when you come up here, you're playing these. It's the same in each hand, but it's not the same when you move. So watch out. Here, and then here, here. And then we just come down the scale. It's an A major scale. And then you'd repeat that back up. Let's go down to the last line. You're here. Now generally when you move your hands over, you go over. There's always exceptions. This is one of the exceptions. Because I'm up here in the black keys, it makes it hard to go over and get these white keys here because the left hand or the hand's in the way. So you come under it in that case, so you get the white keys under it. Just raise this hand up a little. Here. Again, come up and come out under it. Again. Here. And now you can play the last measure is 8 VA above the top one, so that goes up. And there's an 8 VA below the bottom one, that goes down. Here. Like so. That's generally how it is. So rhythm-wise, it's not too bad. You're moving around quite a bit, so you got to learn to be able to look at the music and look down when you need to see where your hands are going and keep the beat going. That's the challenge. So I'm always looking ahead. So I can measure 5 here. As I'm playing these, I look ahead and see what's coming. I know I got to move my hand down, so I get it there while I'm playing these. Down. Same thing with I move the right hand as I'm playing these. So you're always reading ahead in music anyway. You get into that habit, and so you can see what you got to do, and you can prepare for what's coming up. Then when you get into these last 2 lines where you move around here, well, I know what the notes are, and so as I'm playing here, I'm looking down to move, and then once I'm in position, I can look up the music and see what's coming now. So I'm always looking ahead, and that's part of the challenge of playing music, is to learn to do that and keep the beat steady. No hesitations anywhere. So you're looking up and looking down, looking up and looking down to see if, good luck with all that, but yeah, we learned to do it. You don't have to go as fast as I'm going. You can go really slow if you want. It's all right. I've been doing this for a million years, so it gets a little, I go a little quicker. Now, articulation-wise, follow the slurs. You just connect them. Like so. And the second line is, again, the slurs. A little silence between each slur there, and then on the fourth line there, that whole line's slurred together. You connect it all, and the last line, the whole line, you're back to 1 measure, and then you're connecting all of them in the last 3 measures together. You can't really connect it with the hands because you're moving around. The pedal will help you out here, but do the best you can. Dynamics. Very soft, the first line. You'll have to decide what soft is. In the next line, you come up just a little bit to just soft. Here. And the next line, a little louder to moderately soft. Not loud yet, just. And then in the measure, in the fourth line, now you're moderately loud. And you're going to crescendo up to loud, and look, again, you got the hairpins. Look in the middle and see what's there, and that's your target. That's where you're going to get loud. So the G, that's where I'm headed. And then come back down. Now fermata, you hang on to that. I'm going to hold it for 2 counts when I play with a metronome. I just double the value. But you hang on to a little bit, and then you repeat back up to the top. Lift up too, because it's the end of a phrase or a slur. Now in the last line, you're starting at moderately loud. Now you're going to go all the way down to very soft. Here. And for me, when I do this, whatever finger I use to play that A, I substitute and put a thumb on it, because that way I just come on up an octave higher, and that lets me focus more on the left hand, because it's got to go all the way down here. That's something I do to help me out. So I just substitute there. Speed-wise, you'll have to, the speed will come, get to know it. It's not a fast piece, it's just kind of in the middle somewhere. Then they want pedal. Actually, we're going to use both pedals here. If you have two pedals. If you only have one pedal, that's the damper pedal. That's push it down after you play the notes. Hold it down for the whole piece. Don't lift it up until the very end at the bottom. Then you lift the pedal and the hands together. That's the damper pedal. That's the left pedal. And as I said, if you only have one pedal on your piano, that's it. Now, if you have two pedals, or three pedals, whatever, it's the left pedal is the una corda. You see at the beginning it says una corda. And we'll get into the history of it. It simply means push that left pedal down until they tell you otherwise, and they don't tell you otherwise. So you're going to keep the una corda pedal down for the whole thing. And again, we're not doing this una corda pedal, or soft pedal, to help us get soft. We're doing it because it changes the tone. On a grand piano it does. On an upright it doesn't do anything, but on a grand piano it changes the tone. So if I play the first couple measures without it, it's this way. If I play the measures with it, it's this way. It's the same loudness, but the tone changes, and that's what we're after. The distant chimes off in the distance, what we want. So it would be something like, the idea, just chimes off in the distance doing their thing. There's a retardando there at the end of the fourth line down. At measure 16A, I guess. They're doing their measure numbers, interesting. They're doing it with an A and a B. So the first ending, they're labeling it A. All of those measures would be 13A, 14A, 15, and then the second ending, it would be B. 13B, 14B, 15B. Because a lot of the additions don't do that. They just measure it on through. So at the end of the fourth line, 13, 14, 15, 16, measure 16. The last line, the second ending, would be measure 17. They just measure it on through. I don't worry about it. This book does it different. Okay, it's fine. As long as we can figure out where we're at, don't care. Now, I would like to play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. And I will go ahead and use the pedals. I'm not going to use the una corda. I want you to hear the notes clearly. But I will go ahead and put the damper pedal down. I'm not sure why. But let's try it together very slowly to check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4,